There are specific people assigned to you, okay, your destiny, and you are assigned to theirs. And so if you're not showing up, if you're feeling convicted about not launching this course, okay, not putting it out there, and the only thing that's stopping you is somebody else is teaching it, I need you to know, like, your people are waiting for you. Hey guys, it's Dr. Sonia here with Jump First. Say it with me. Done is better than perfect. Master one thing at a time. Practice makes better. And this has to work. Let's get it. Here with Jump First, okay? I hope you're having an amazing start to this day. It's a little gloomy here. We have rain, but I love the rain, and so I'm not mad at all. Let's get right into this topic. Somebody else is teaching your course, okay? Let's talk about it real quick, because I know that this comes up a lot, especially for high performers. You are doing the research and you come across somebody who has your course idea, okay? They've already started implementing. They seem like they are light years ahead of where you currently are, and you're just like, should I even do this? Is it even worth it? Okay, I need you to know that it doesn't matter who is teaching your course, okay, your course topic. They are not you, and their assignment is not the same as yours. If you don't know what we do here, again, my name is Dr. Sonia. We talk all things premium courses, whether online or face-to-face, how you can start to package your knowledge, wisdom, life experiences into the format of courses, okay, and luxury mentorship and coaching brands that you can get out to the world. You are not supposed to stay local. You are supposed to be global. All right, if that interests you, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, like button, bell notifications, so you know when more episodes like this drop, and we can hang out live. All right, let's get into this. So their assignment isn't your assignment. That just is what it is. Their audience isn't your audience. The way that they're packaging their courses is not the way that you're going to package yours. I remember growing up, this is how I kind of learned this lesson and really started to develop out my courses. Growing up, oldest daughter, okay, first of all, God bless my dad for having 3 girls, okay, and I have 2 younger sisters. And so when we were growing up, my parents moved us to Delaware, and we still had a lot of family in Pennsylvania, so we would find ourselves traveling back and forth all the time. And I think that my parents were a little bit homesick, but so we traveled a lot. My sisters and I ended up in the same places at the same events. Of course, we go where our parents go, right, at this time. And so we ended up at the same places, same events, same time. But even today, like, reliving some of those experiences, talking about them, discussing them with my sisters, like, they don't remember, okay? Especially my baby sister. She's like, I do not remember what you're talking about. I don't even know that happened. I don't even remember that person being there, okay? And so all of that to say, no matter who is teaching something similar, like, you can have the same experiences. You can be in the same room having a different experience, okay? Like, let me put it like that, and a totally different experience. And so you heard something different, felt something different, saw something different, okay? Maybe smelled something different, all right? Even in that one experience. What's going on, Dan? We talk all things premium courses. I appreciate it. Netherlands in the building. Let's get it. We're talking premium courses and how you can start to package your knowledge, your wisdom, your expertise into the format of courses, and how to get it out there, even if somebody else is already teaching your course, okay? Your experiences are different. And so the way that you're going to tell your story is going to be different than somebody else is telling theirs, all right? And on top of that, nobody else can tell your story the way that it's supposed to be told. I always say that, and that's so powerful. What's going on, Sabrina? I appreciate you. That's so powerful. Nobody else can tell your story the way that it's supposed to be told. And that's another reason I go hard for courses, is because you have the power right now and an opportunity right now to put your legacy into the format of courses, okay? Instructional guides, videos, all sorts of things. And I remember talking to this one lady one time who was telling me, she's like, I want my great grandkids to know who I was when I was here. Like, I'm setting up my legacy for them. And she's like, and it's so beautiful to be able to put my mannerisms, in a video, to my speech patterns, all of those things, so that they can see me and hear me. And I think that was so powerful to me. I had never even thought of it like that. Like, I knew I was leaving a legacy, but to think of it in that way, like, she was brought to tears. She almost brought me to tears. It was a lot. We were a mess, okay, on this phone call. So it was hilarious. But she was so serious. And it was something that was, it hit home for me. So I hope it does the same for you. Ed, wow, what's going on? Hello in the Philippines. Hello. It's great to see y'all all global on this episode. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. If you're watching this, drop it in the chat where you're watching from or what time it is where you're watching. I always like to see the global reach, but that's what courses are about. reaching people globally. Okay, you're not supposed to stay local. And so I need you to know that no matter who is teaching a course topic similar, okay, or something that you're like, I wanted to teach that, I know I can teach that better, you don't even have to compare, because your assignment is not their assignment and their assignment is not yours. You're supposed to be reaching maybe a different audience. Like, and that's just it. But people are waiting for you to show up. Maybe they have enrolled some of the students and clients who are assigned to your assignment, okay? Your destiny. I truly believe that we're all destiny helpers one to another, but there are specific people assigned to you, okay? Your destiny, and you are assigned to theirs. And so if you're not showing up, if you're feeling convicted about not launching this course, okay, not putting it out there, and the only thing that's stopping you is somebody else is teaching it, I need you to know, like, your people are waiting for you. They're waiting for you to show up. I can't tell you, I've had several clients come to me, they've joined my programs, and then they go somewhere else, and then they come back, okay? And they go, and they're very transparent, because that's the environment I've cultivated inside of my programs, which is one of the things that really makes my programs stick out and stand out for high performers, is having that space where you can be transparent, you can be yourself, because we spent so much time not being ourselves, okay? In corporate, traditional education, like all of those spaces. And so to have a space divinely cultivated, right, and designed for your people is very important today, especially today. And so they'll come back and they'll say, I went to this other program and it just wasn't, I couldn't even ask questions. I didn't feel comfortable asking questions if I had a question, because it didn't feel like my safe space. And so they come back, okay? And so another example of, like, your courses are designed for specific people. And so if you're not getting them out there, you probably feel a little bit convicted, especially when you see other people teaching the course and you're feeling like, I can do that better. Like, I know something is missing. I know, like, and it's not an issue of comparison. It's you feeling like you're supposed to be showing up. What's going on? J.E. Colley in Oklahoma. Hello. Dan says it's 2:36. I love that. And I appreciate the like, Ed. Thank you. I appreciate that. Dan says, but the market of offering courses is super saturated. How to stand out, practical tips, good advice so far. Thanks. You are so welcome. And I appreciate you being here. And I appreciate these questions, because they are important. So courses aren't necessarily saturated, okay? We see a lot of them, but sometimes we see a lot of something because we're in it. Does that make sense? So have you ever, like, been like, oh, I want this specific car, or you get the car, or you get something, and then you start seeing them everywhere, and you're like, well, I never saw them like this before. Is because now you're in it, okay? And so now you're aware of it. And so with that being said, there might be a lot of courses you feel like on a specific topic, or the topic that you might want to teach, but again, they can't do it like you, okay? It's your story. It's what it is that you have to offer. I also think about it like this. Traditional education, there's a bunch of colleges and universities who offer the same programs, but you choose what resonates with you. When you go in the supermarket, there's a bunch of different breads, okay? If you like bread like I like bread, you are specific about the brand that you like, and that's the one that you want to pick up and take, okay? Cheese, yogurt, whatever it is that you go in there for, toilet paper, okay? Anything that you go in there for, there's a bunch of it. But to stand out is your story. It's you telling your story. It's like I started out at the beginning of this episode talking about how my sisters and I are, we've been to the same events, had the same experiences, you would think on paper, but our experiences are totally different. When we start to talk about it and start breaking it down, like, oh, I was so glad to see such and such a cousin, okay? I haven't seen them in a long time. My sister's like, where were they? I never saw them. Right? I didn't get a chance to talk to them. Like, what are you talking about? So you're having these unique experiences, and the way for you to stand out is just this. It's you telling your story. It's you talking about these experiences and being able to distill the wisdom that you've gained from those experiences to help somebody else save time, money, and energy. Those are typically the three things that people are looking to save, okay, and not necessarily expend if we don't have to. Like, we don't want to expend the time, money, or energy if we don't have to. And so courses allow you to skip those steps. So I hope that's helpful. Dan says, makes sense. Cheers. Yay. I'm glad that makes sense. Awesome. I'm glad you got it. Ghetto Planet, what's going on? It's good to see you on. What websites can you go to for making an online course, and are they free? Definitely shameless plug, jumpfirstacademy.org, okay? In order to get started, there is a free training over there with free resources. A lot of people think that, and that's a great question, a lot of people think that you have to host a course straight off the bat. You do not. You don't need to host a course. You don't need to go to somewhere else like an AI or my dad says AI about everything. It's like stuck in my head now. Like everything is AI. He's like, oh my God, AI. It's hilarious, but it's also very true. But you don't have to go to a course maker per se in order to get this done. Like especially when you start talking to your premium buyers, premium clients, people who really want access to you, right? They'll pay for proximity. I was talking to somebody the other day who was like, I want to charge $49 for my course. And I was like, and he's like, I saw this other guy though, and he was charging $67. And I'm like, what's stopping you from charging $5,000, $10,000? There are people, and he was creating a fitness course. I'm like, there are very affluent folks out here who are willing to pay 10 grand, 20 grand for a fitness coach, okay? For somebody to come in and put together their program specific for them of what it is that they need to accomplish. And he's like, oh my God, like, you're right. Right? Like I don't know why don't limit yourself. Don't think, like, don't limit. There is no limit. Okay. There are people who are willing to pay every single day. And just because these things aren't advertised, I talked about this the other day, just because Bentley isn't on TV, okay? Bentley goes where they market where their market is. And so you got to go where your people are. And that's another way to start to stand out is yes, telling your story, but also telling it in the right rooms. Get in the right rooms. And so that's just it. Awesome. I hope that's helpful, Ghetto Planet. Again, jumpfirstacademy.org in order to get started. You don't need to host it. You don't need a course maker, okay, if you will. Like, I prefer teaching people how to do this so that you don't have to keep going outside of your knowledge, your wisdom, all of those things in order to like have somebody else create a course for you. I used to charge to create courses for people. And sometimes I still do, depending on what the course is or what the scope of the project is, but I prefer teaching people how to do it because it's like teach a man to fish. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to keep coming back to me paying. Like usually when I first started teaching, creating courses for people, I was undercharging. And then I started charging 100K plus royalties to create courses for people. And some people are like, I want to pay it. Like, okay, do it. I don't care. Right. But I'm always like giving the option, like, but let me teach you. Okay. So you don't have to keep coming back to me for me to create these courses for you. Like, just let me teach you. And they're like, nah, I'm good. So that's what I mean. Like personal experience, people are willing to pay to save the time, money, energy. Blinkies for you. I appreciate you. Says, girl, I love your nails. Thank you. I appreciate that. Dan says, so it's the focus of the topic in combination with the teaching style, rather than trying to be the best in a field, which is impossible anyway and discouraging. You're already the best. You are the best you. Like nobody else can be you. Like that's the beauty of courses. So yes, like it's you. You're the best. You're already the best. I need you to like know that and feel that. Like nobody else can be you. There's so much power in that. There's so much power in that. And that is why you can start to charge premium prices. Again, get in the right rooms with the right people. All right, talking to the right people about your story. And yeah, like you can close premium courses. But it's definitely your topic and teaching style. It's you. It is you. That's it. Okay, jumpfirstacademy.org to get started. Dan says the AI doesn't exist publicly yet. It's just machine learning. Sorry, pet peeve. That's cool. That's cool. We can talk all day long about AI and everything. And this is the point, right? Like this is the whole point. And I appreciate these discussions. And it's also like making the point of everybody's different. Everybody feels a different way. Everybody's experience is different, okay, with AI, with every topic. And so you get to show up and just tell your story. And there are people who resonate with you. They resonate with what you've been through and how you tell it. What's the site you mentioned? I'll take a look. Mister, you talk very fast with a smiley face. I appreciate that. My mom always tells me, slow down, please slow down. So it's jumpfirstacademy.org. I also dropped the links in the description so you can just like click real quick. There are a few different options for getting started. Again, I like to allow people space and opportunity to choose your own pathway. There are free resources. There are paid resources. I prefer paid because they get me where I'm going faster. Again, I like to save time, money, energy. Okay. And that's just it. And so a lot of times in my experience, I'm getting the free stuff all the time. It just costs me more time. It costs me more money in the long run. It costs me more energy. And so I'm like, just give me the thing. Okay. Just give me the thing. So there are free resources and paid resources down there for you. But if you're looking for the free training, it's jumpfirstacademy.org. Perfect. Ghetto Planet says thank you. I will check it out. Awesome. I'm excited for you. Let me know and keep me posted on how it goes. It says good thing I'm already subscribed. I appreciate that. Okay, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Like Ghetto Planet, I appreciate you being here. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Hit it. Okay, subscribe, like button, and the bell notification so you know when more episodes like this drop and we can hang out live. I love answering your questions. I love hanging out with y'all live. Like, it's super fun for me to do. And I'm thinking about doing like a longer Q&A where I'll just sit for a little bit, do some work, and wait for the questions to roll in. So if that's something you're interested in, then drop like a yes in the chat below so I know, and then we can go ahead and get that scheduled. Laos, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I'm so sorry if I didn't. Says, oh my God, I love your hair. I appreciate that. I don't know why I just sang it, but I feel like that's the energy that was coming through. So I really appreciate that. Awesome sauce, y'all. Well, I appreciate all of y'all for being here. Again, if you want to learn more about packaging your expertise, your knowledge, your wisdom into the format of courses, get started. jumpfirstacademy.org. jumpfirstacademy.org. I promise you, it's so much easier than you think it is. It's so much easier than most coaches and mentors and people online are trying to make it. Influencers are trying to make it. A lot of people are out here making it complicated so they can sell their products and services, which I totally get, but it doesn't have to be complicated. I would rather show you an easier way, exactly how to do it. And then, like I said, what's for you is for you. And so if we end up working together, awesome. If there's someone else assigned to your destiny, okay, and to your course creation, I'm okay with that too, okay? I just want to give you the information so you have it and you know exactly which step you should take next. Like, that's what is important. So the free training over at jumpfirstacademy.org is there to help you get clear on what are your next steps and how do you move this thing forward and what it may look like for your business. Okay, I appreciate y'all so much. Hungarian, okay, I love that. Yay, we are global reaching on today. I love it. I appreciate you so much. Yes. And I'm sorry if I butchered it. I'm so sorry. But I know that I appreciate you being here. I love the global reach. I appreciate all of y'all for being on. You asked awesome questions today. It's really energizing and I appreciate it and I hope it helped you move forward. Jumpfirstacademy.org to get started. I will see y'all back here tomorrow. Have an amazing day. Bye, y'all.